Wow, it's never a bad day to be a fake self-proclaimed therapist. I am living proof. I'm living proof. Here's the thing. Sometimes people don't hate you because you're bisexual. Sometimes people don't hate you because you're black. Sometimes people don't hate you because you're a woman. Sometimes people hate you because you're a jerk. She say I'm a sweeter man, but she said that she don't need it. Hey guys, it's Nyra. Welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel. If you've been here before, what up? Don't I look good? I know. So today we're going to be psychoanalyzing every couple on Love is Blind, which I'm binge watching right now on Netflix. Absolutely obsessed. I know you guys see it all over the place. It's like one of the top 5 shows on Netflix right now or something like that. It was #1 not too long ago, but yeah, everyone's talking about it and I love that for us. I'm only halfway through the season, so it only contains spoilers from like half of the season and like the beginning of the season, but this video does contain spoilers, obviously. So yeah, we're gonna talk about the best couple, Lauren and Cameron. We're gonna talk about the most problematic couple, Mark and Jessica, and it's gonna be fun. So if you want to hear me drag some people I don't know, keep watching. Okay, here's how we're gonna do this. First, I'm gonna tell you guys where I am in the series, because like I just said, I have not finished it. Then we're gonna talk about everything that has happened up to this point. Then I'm going to psychoanalyze every couple. Who do I think I am? I'm not no therapist. I'm no psychologist. I really just think I'm so high and mighty. So right now, I'm on the episode where they just moved into their new little like trial apartments together so that they can live there for the next 3 weeks until the wedding. And I haven't finished that episode completely. I stopped at the part where Jessica was talking to Mark and basically self-sabotaging the relationship again, saying to him, you know, what happens when I'm 60, you're only 50, and our kid is going to be in their 20s, and talking about the fact that at this point in their relationship she makes more money than him, and you know, basically Jessica's saying that she is intimidated because of how emotionally available Mark is, and it's like, you unappreciative little prick. But we'll get there. So that's where I am in the series right now. But I want to touch on what has happened throughout this whole process, okay? And I really need to start here. Jessica does not deserve Mark at all. And this whole thing has layers like a freaking onion, the way that I look at it. So #1, Mark was like, I'm not second fiddle to anybody, I'm nobody's second choice, but then allows Jessica to pick him second, you know, to Barnett. And I don't think that's fair at all. That's #1. #2 is, I think Jessica made her bed, and so she should have just like had to lie in it after she picked Barnett, and then Barnett didn't want to be with her anymore. #3, ridiculously inappropriate how she was talking to Barnett like, I couldn't see one reason why you and I couldn't have worked out, even after she's already engaged to Mark. Like, are you crazy? That's disrespectful to your engagement and to Barnett and Amber's engagement. And also for her to confide in Barnett that her and Mark's relationship isn't doing too good. Honestly, we all know a girl like this. Like, she was kind of telling him to be like, you know, you can still get it if you want it. You know, that's how I felt like she was saying it. So, I don't know. She don't sit right with me. She don't sit right with me. Also, can we please talk about the couple that is no longer, which was Diamond and what was his name? We're just gonna call him Jerk because that's what he was. So here's the thing. Sometimes people don't hate you because you're bisexual. Sometimes people don't hate you because you're black. Sometimes people don't hate you because you're a woman. Sometimes people hate you because you're a jerk. Now, let me take this even deeper. My boyfriend and I have been watching this show together, right? And when Diamond and the Jerk got into the argument at the pool, my boyfriend was like, well, she was being defensive and, you know, he felt attacked and blah, blah, blah. And I was like, no, he was being defensive for no reason. She didn't attack him once. She never pointed the finger. She was never rude to him until she reacted. She was retaliating. She didn't attack him once. So my boyfriend and I literally rewinded the whole argument, and we stopped it after like every bit of the argument, piece for piece, and picked apart that entire argument. Yeah, we're crazy like that. We're perfect for each other because we're both nuts. But yeah, we sat there and debated that whole argument, and at the end of it, he was like, "You're right," because I was like, first of all, he had said already that certain people had abandoned him in the past because he used to be bisexual, or because he was bisexual, or whatever. And then he says to her, then he lies to her, and he's like, "Well, no girl has ever had a problem with it." That is pointing the finger, sir, because she was using all I statements. "I feel like you were dishonest. I feel like you should have told me from the jump." And his initial response was, "It's never been a problem with any other girl. So I'm at fault for having a problem when other females didn't." Like, that ain't got nothing to do with me. And let me be so crystal clear about this. It is not because he's been with men in the past. It's because she felt like he should have told her that up front before proposing to her. And I really pray that nobody sits here and pretends like you don't have a right to know that about someone before you get with them. Because, and I understand the argument like, oh, that's homophobic or that's discriminatory because you wouldn't tell, if you're in like a relationship where both people are and always have been straight, you wouldn't tell them about every sexual experience with the opposite sex. But the thing there is that you don't get to assume if someone is okay with your past sexuality, or you don't get to impose your views on someone. Does that make sense? He didn't want to tell her and scare her off because he didn't know where her head was. However, I understand how Diamond was upset. I like 100%, I get both sides. But the way that jerk acted was 1,000,000% inappropriate to me. Like, he was defensive and then got dismissive when Diamond didn't once attack him or say that it was a deal breaker or anything like that. But once he felt the conversation wasn't gonna go his way and that Diamond wasn't gonna act the way he wanted her to, he was immediately like, "I'm good with or without this situation. I don't need you. If you want to call off the wedding, then let's call off the wedding." It's like, yo, the one thing, me personally, the one thing a man is never going to get to do to me is tell me he don't want me twice. Also, just in terms of the experiment itself, I think it's really cute and really sweet when these people fall for each other. But me personally, I don't think this is an ideal situation like the show wants you to believe. Like, oh, love is blind and you fall in love with someone so much quicker when there's no distractions and you can just get to know their unfiltered personality and blah, blah, blah. I think there's a little bit of truth to it. I think it is easier to develop a relationship and have feelings for someone when there's no distractions. However, it was day 4, day 5, day 6, and these people were like, "I love you." Huh? That's something that just rubs me the wrong way. Like, y'all need to stop that whole "I love you" thing when you've known this person. Not even a week in, they were like, "Oh, I love you." Like, are y'all dumb or what? All right, so let's get into the unqualified psychoanalyzing of every couple. So exciting. Let's start with the most vanilla couple. If this is your favorite couple of the series, I'm sorry, but I don't have much to say besides boring. Ugh, snooze fest. Kenny and Kelly, I think that's their names. The fact that I don't remember their names really should tell you everything you need to know. No, but all jokes aside, they are the most compatible, but they also are the most boring to me. Like, they seem like they're really a good match, and they seem like they both have the same like mentality, and they match each other's energy really well, and they have a good physical attraction to each other. But then it's like, okay, this is reality TV. Are y'all gonna fist fight on camera or what? Yeah, I really don't have anything to say about them, but they're probably, or to me, they're definitely the most compatible. And that's the couple that I look at like, yeah, they're gonna last because they're a good match. So Lauren and Cameron are my absolute favorite couple, and I think they're most people's favorite couple. Like, when I see people talking about the show, a lot of people really like stan Lauren and Cameron. I'm in love with them. I'm obsessed with them. Like, I started following them on social media, on YouTube. Immediately when I saw them talking, like, I mean, episode 1. Like, when I saw them talking to each other, episode 1, I said to my boyfriend, they're gonna make it. I was like, they're gonna make it. I hope they make it. Like, I hope they become a thing. I hope they get to marry each other. Like, I hope this is like a pair. And I was so happy to see everything working out for them thus far. Because like I said, I'm where I am in the season. I haven't finished it. I'm an Oompa Loompa. Look how orange I am. Girl, look how orange you look.
Good time. Girl, look how orange you fucking look, girl.
I was so happy that they were physically attracted to each other. And I really like that Lauren and Cameron are not shy about talking about the fact that, like, the realisticness of the fact that they're going to face some differences and some unique challenges because they're an interracial couple. I like that they're not on TV pretending it's not a thing or pretending that they won't, you know, have any challenges because of that. I really like the transparency of it all. So let's talk about Amber and Barnett. First of all, I don't like Amber, okay? I'm very sorry. I'm very sorry to be that person, but I don't like Amber. And let me tell you why. First of all, Amber talking about if Jessica thinks that she's gonna put up a fight with me for Barnett, that she's out of her mind. It's laughable to think that I would have anything to worry about. Hold up, girl, because look, I don't like to pin women against each other, but she did it herself. Girl, Jessica's cuter than you. Oop, you don't, is that what we're doing now? Because you're sitting here insulting this woman and talking about it'd be laughable if Barnett tried to get with Jessica over me and I'm so much better than Jessica. Really though? Because you're not in pods anymore. He's looking at Jessica in person. Jessica's got some big, big problems, but she's cuter than you. Sorry. I mean, once you start attacking someone on their looks, you have to expect that you might get brought down a few pegs. And that's not to say that Amber's ugly. I don't think Amber's ugly at all. But to me, objectively, don't write Jessica off so quickly. That's all I'm gonna say on that. Let's move on. Also, Amber is like super insecure. And I can tell that Amber's super insecure because of the fact that, like I said, she's like, oh, well, look at Jessica and then look at me. I don't have anything to worry about. That's laughable. Like, my boyfriend said something earlier. He said confidence is pride and humility. She was not confident. She was all pride, no humility. And that is ugly. Like seriously, that's just ugly. And the way that she was trying to be all touchy-feely with Barnett when Jessica came around to try to like make Jessica jealous or like claim her territory, like, sis, this is not middle school. Like, am I bugging or is that weird and like childish? Am I tripping? Does Barnett seem like, I just want to be a part of the experiment? I just want to be on Netflix. I could be on TV. I could be on TV. Marriage is cool, I guess. Like, he just, to me, he's a man that has no passion about him. And obviously, this is the outside looking in. I don't know that man. I only know the image of him that Netflix has produced and edited and portrayed. But to me, he don't seem like he cares much about marriage. He's just as a part of the experiment to me, you know? He doesn't seem like he has any passion about him. And that's just not attractive to me. Amber and Barnett to me seem like when a sorority girl and a frat boy just jump into a relationship and then end up getting married. I think they'll last because they're on the same wavelength. Also, I don't like how Jessica thought it was like a cute, like laughable thing. Like, oh, I don't have a great credit score and I don't own anything and I'm financially irresponsible. I don't have a place of my own and I'm not good with money and I only work to live and I don't aspire to have things. Like, it's like those girls that think being dumb is cute. Like, who told you that that was like cute or like braggable? Because it isn't, and it's weird, and you should probably stop. You're on television, sweetie. Let's move on to the couple everyone loves to hate. This is sad. Mark and Jessica. Yo, like I said earlier, when Jessica made her bed, she should have had to lie in it. When she decided that Barnett was her first choice and that Barnett didn't want to be with her anymore, that's a wrap, son. Like, that should have been it. You made your bed, lie in it. You said you didn't want Mark. Guess what? Now Mark don't want you, you know? But that's not how it played out. And I feel bad for Mark because Mark, to me, is very clearly one of those people that just wants somebody to love. He wants to love and be loved and be in a relationship. And isn't that what so many of us want? You know, that's the sad part, is that it really hits home. We've all been Mark at some point. Maybe not to that extreme, maybe not like that, but at some point we've all been a Mark. Everybody just wants to love and be loved, and it's hard not to feel bad for him, even if he refuses to read the writing on the wall. Like I said, one piece of relationship advice I live by is don't let that man tell you he don't want you twice. Jessica has told you one too many times, Mark, that she's not sure if she wants you. Anybody worth being with, anyone worth being with needs to really believe that you're a sure thing. Because if she's going into the relationship saying, I don't think this will work, I don't think that will work. She literally said the last day before they left Mexico, she was like, right now, I just don't feel like it'll happen. I just don't see that happening. Mark, dude, hang it up, flat screen, pick up and leave, buddy. Like, Gigi and that one white boy, I'm so sorry, y'all. I'm so very sorry. I do not remember these people's names. I do not know their name. So when Gigi and her fiance, I'm just gonna call him, I don't remember homie's name, were on the boat, he said that he was worried about going back to drama, and she was trying to ask him what he meant by that, and then he started gaslighting her and being like, no, you're going down this whole thing, you're making it a big thing, I just said one thing. But he was like completely evading her question. If you saw the scene, you know what I'm talking about. I ain't like that. I ain't like that one bit, and I'm a little bit on the rock about them. They're on the rocks for me. Gigi was saying that she has a hard time opening up and that she self-sabotages because she doesn't feel like she's allowed to be happy. You know, she's got some issues and all that. I'm afraid that Gigi has finally been able to open up, and now she's like, everything that glitters is gold, you know? I'm afraid that she's like so head over heels because she found somebody that she has a connection with, and she finally found someone she's not afraid to open up to, that she is throwing caution to the wind and not being cautious enough. I understand, you know, dropping reservations when you really feel a strong connection with someone, but like all the way, the girl, 100%, because these people are forgetting that they're engaged to like literal strangers. You know what I mean? And we can call Lauren the supervillain as much as we want, and she kind of is the villain of this series, but she's the most honest. She's not on here pretending everything's gonna be okay and everything's gonna be great. She's being honest with Mark, good, bad, and ugly. You know, Gigi and her fiance remind me the most of like a high school relationship. So I'm not sure if it will work. She seems a little bit too head over heels. If it's too good to be true, it is, you know. And then he has shown some red flags in terms of conflict that she is ignoring because she thinks she loves him. And she's finally able to open up to someone. Like, y'all are out of y'all minds. Wow, it's never a bad day to be a fake self-proclaimed therapist. I am living proof. I'm living proof. I had so much fun just talking to you guys about my obsession right now and the show that I'm binge watching. If you guys want me to come back and talk about it some more as I watch more, then let me know in the comments below. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you have any other series you want me to watch while we are quarantined, I'm your girl. Let me know down below. We can talk about it, and I'll see you guys in my next video.